Hey Oleg, Jessica Peterson here. Thank you for speaking with me this morning and accepting this free video. I'm super excited you did because I'm going to show you 3 strategies you can start using right away, and it's going to make a huge impact on your business, okay? And I know this because I've done this with over 50 other restoration companies just like you guys, and it has been a huge success. Currently, you're getting 0 traffic to your website organically every month, okay? And that's because you don't have these strategies in place. But once you do, it's going to make a huge impact. Right now, you're missing 60 to 70% of jobs every single month. And this is going to help you start capturing some of those jobs back, okay? So today we are talking about a content keyword strategy, citations, and then backlinks, okay? So here we are on your website. You have a nice looking website. I always love the phone numbers and click to calls. Let's see, this form doesn't do anything. It doesn't go anywhere. This button does have a click to call, so that's good. Always make sure your phone numbers are also click to calls. Google is a mobile first ranking, so your website has to be as mobile friendly as possible. Super easy navigation and click to call buttons are critical, okay? But Google doesn't rank websites just based on how they look. It is based on content. Content is everything, okay? So you have to have the right type of content on your website. I do like the forum up top as well. That will help you get conversions once people start coming to your website. When we talk content, there's different types of content. There's video content, there's image content. You want to make sure all your images are optimized with your local keywords. You notice this isn't. It's just a bunch of numbers. And so every image must be optimized with local keywords, because 99% of the people that are searching don't know who you are because they've never been in this situation before. So they're looking up the situation they're in. So they're looking up Denver water damage restoration, water cleanup Denver, water damage repair Denver. And people search differently, so you want to capitalize on those different variations to drive as much traffic as possible. But all of your images need to be saved with those local keywords as long as they make sense. You don't want to mold one on a fire, but make it make sense, okay? And then this written content here is also really critical. All of this written content needs to, again, be local keywords based around these services. So a summary of each of the major services on this homepage and focus around those keywords. You need at least 1,500 words or more on this homepage. If your competitors have 1,500 words, you need more than they have, okay? You need a separate page for every single service you offer. You cannot combine them into one page. And then these service areas also need their own page and service pages as well, okay? Nothing's happening when I click services, so you may not even have a page at all for that. So you have to have that, okay? You have to have a separate page for every single service. Google requires that because Google does not want all of your pages combined with a bunch of location information and service information. It's confusing for your customers. It's confusing for Google to understand what type of customers to send to you. So every single page, separate page for every single service you offer, so that you can focus that page entirely on one service and the keywords for that service, okay? Google has a crawler, which are like little mini robots, and it goes and it scans all of this information on your website, all of your images, videos, text, to try and learn about your business, the services that you offer, and where you offer those services. So when you don't have the right type of content on this page, Google doesn't understand you. And if Google doesn't understand you, can we really expect them to send you customers? No, we can't, right? So content keyword strategy is absolutely critical for you guys right now, okay? If we look at your top ranking competitor in Denver right now, we have ServPro. And yes, they're a franchise, but don't let that scare you. You can absolutely beat them. You're not competing against the entire franchise. Instead, you're just competing against these local franchisees. Each of them get so many zip codes, okay? And so they get these generic pages as well, and they're not allowed to modify them for a strategy that actually works for them. So you have the advantage because you can do better. So writing better quality content, having more content, more words per page, more pages, more long form blog content, and the more blogs you add every month is the more fresh content to your website every month, which Google really likes, okay? So content, keyword strategy is just about everything when it comes to ranking your website. All right, so now when your customers do a search, as we know, they'll do a search similar to this, right? Now, there are 3 different areas that your business has the opportunity to show up in the top areas, which is what we want to happen. So the first is going to always be ads, if there's any in the area, and there'll be cost per click ads and local service ads. And this can be really profitable for you guys as long as you have those processes dialed in and you have the right foundation set up, okay? If not, you're going to have a really low ROI. Now, these next 2 sections are even more important because they get a bulk of the traffic from those searches. So the second section, this is your Google Map Pack. This is where 30% of people come and don't go anywhere else. So you need your Google Business Profile to be one of these top 3 services in your service area for each service, because otherwise you're leaving 30% of your revenue on the table and quite literally handing those customers to your competition. So in order to get here, you have to optimize that profile and get a bunch of citations. And citations are simply the listing of your business name, address, phone number, and website, and putting those on a bunch of directories like Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau, Yelp, Glassdoor, Angie's List, etc. So you need a lot more of those than your competition. And every single one of those citations are sending additional information to Google, telling Google about your business. So it is important for you guys. And then this third section is the most important section. This is your organic section, and it is so important because 60 to 70% of people will skip over the ads, they'll skip over the maps, and they come straight here. So your website must show up here on the first page of Google. Otherwise, you're leaving 60 to 70% of your monthly jobs on the table every single month. Okay? So in order to get here, it comes back to the foundation of this website being properly built and optimized with the right content and keyword strategy, and then supported with your backlink SEO. And this tool here is a paid tool we use that tells us how your website performs. So we can see here you have a rating of a 6 out of 100 in Google's Trust Flow, meaning Google doesn't trust your website, and that is partly because of the quality of your website, but more so the power you're sending to your website, okay? Websites are powered by backlinks, so they do need a lot of backlinks. And we do need more backlinks than our competitors, and we need to send new backlinks every month. However, not all backlinks are good backlinks. Not all are created equal. You only want good quality links. The fact that you have over 600 links and a score of a 6 tells me that majority of these links are bad spammy links that are actually hurting you more than they're helping you, okay? You don't want to go after and get links from places like Pizza Hut and Burger King just because they're high-ranking sites, because you don't sell food. It's not related. So even if you got those links, they would do more harm for you than good. So we have to stick to good quality links that are closely related to your business. So they should be links coming from other websites of home service businesses, vendors, magazines, things that are related to the services that you offer. Okay? You've been indexed for one keyword and you got 0 traffic coming in. So you're missing out on hundreds of potential website visits every month and over 60% of jobs by not having these in place. If we look at your competition, they have a low score as well, which makes sense because there's no point in doing the SEO because they can't fix their website. But because their website is so powerful, it's able to push power to this one location. And this one location in Denver is getting over 732 in website visits every single month to just this one area. Okay, so it just goes to show you how much you're missing out on by not being optimized. And they're getting that traffic because, as you can see, they've been indexed for all these great money keywords, right? That has tons of search volume, and they're ranking at the top of the page. So they're getting a bulk of this traffic because of this. So yes, these guys are beatable, but you do have to employ the strategies that I've just shown you. And if you do, you have the opportunity to dominate in the areas that you serve. Now, please feel free to take this information, run with it, apply it on your own. But if you'd rather focus on what you do best and have a partner in growth, give us a call here at Peterson SEO, because this is our specialty, and we specialize in working with restoration companies just like you. So feel free to ask any questions you might have, respond to my email, give me a call, and also let me know what you thought of this video. I definitely want your feedback so I can continue to keep improving them, okay? So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.